back at it again with another reaction. Hoping everybody out there is doing well, having a good time. Yo, a moment a lot of y'all been waiting on, man. We got Beast 1333 back up on the channel. The song I got today is Lemuria. I believe this is one of the most requested songs that I've gotten so far. So gonna see what he brings to the table. If you're new, in my opinion, Beast 1333, best way to describe him is where hip-hop intersects knowledge. In every song, like, you'll need to research to know exactly what he's talking about, which I really do appreciate, man. It's something that we don't see in hip-hop a lot, which I believe I've called out before. Not gonna make y'all wait. As always, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the love. The channel's growing, so if you're new, hit the subscribe button for me. Hit the like button as well. Let's go, y'all. Gonna see what he brings to the table. Back it up.
She was born in Russia in 1831. It was said that as a child, she talked with spirits in her sleep. As a young woman, she traveled the globe extensively. According to her, the Atlanteans did exist. They were only the third of 7 group races of mankind. Their predecessors being a race called the Lemurians. Millions of years ago, she said. The Lemurians had also sunk into the sea.
What? I heard Beast come in, but what are you talking about? I know he's talking about a person. I have no idea who she is, but back it up. Y'all know how we do it. Turn it up.
Evolutionary land bridging root race with all hermaphroditic super biodome hyper advanced math analytics underground pound like Riddick mapping earth plate tectonic future weaponry.
The ground pound like
fast math.
This is what I'm talking about, y'all. Like, coming in just like that, just dropping knowledge right off the bat. Like,
evolutionary land bridging root race with all hermaphroditic super biodome hyper advanced math analytics underground pound like Riddick mapping earth plate tectonic future weaponry unleashing great earthquakes and comets viscoelasticize big bang as universe born blasticize composed of etheric matter out Mount Meru's where it plasticized had yellow skin the esoteric continent of Black Lemurians building shelters on Mount Shasta breeded dinosaurs.
As y'all could tell already, I mean, not only, like I said, I called it out in the beginning, not only do you got to research what he's talking about. I mean, this is one of those songs that I probably got to listen to multiple times, research it, understand what he's talking about, and I appreciate that. You know, you learn something new every single time, and I believe as a society, I think we're afraid of that. We're afraid to learn something new or having somebody teach us something new when we shouldn't be. We should not be like that, man.
Evolutionary land bridging root race with all hermaphroditic super biodome hyper advanced math analytics underground pound like Riddick mapping earth plate tectonic future weaponry unleashing great earthquakes and comets viscoelasticize big bang as universe born blasticize
future weaponry and reaching great earthquakes and comets.
Advanced math analytics underground pound like Riddick mapping earth plate tectonic future weaponry unleashing great earthquakes and comets viscoelasticize big bang as universe born blasticize composed of etheric matter out Mount Meru's where it plasticized had yellow skin the esoteric continent of Black Lemurians building shelters on Mount Shasta breeded dinosaurs they themselves are born and came to term and eggs brown Malayan features of a Toltec crustacadian heads they chanted Tao centuries before they ever blasticize big bang as universe born blasticize composed of etheric matter out Mount Meru's where it plasticized had yellow skin the esoteric continent of Black Lemurians building shelters on Mount Shasta breeded dinosaurs they themselves are born and came to term and eggs brown Malayan features of a Toltec crustacadian heads they chanted Tao centuries before they ever chanted Om the greatest civilization was Atlantis wasn't Caesar's Rome they flew in ships masters of the ancient wisdom slept in orbs.
He reminds me a little bit of K Reno when, like, because they talk about, sometimes they're talking about the same subject matter. That's why I appreciate it when they both get on the track. And I got a few suggestions that y'all provided where they're both on the track that I'm gonna react to. I've already reacted to one. It's called Mad World. But yo,
Tech crustacadian heads, they chanted Tao centuries before they ever chanted Om. The greatest civilization was Atlantis, wasn't Caesar's Rome. They flew in ships, masters of the
greatest civilization he said wasn't Atlantis.
Shelters on Mount Shasta breeded dinosaurs. They themselves were born and came to term eggs. Brown Malayan features of a Toltec crushed Akkadian heads. They chanted Tao centuries before they ever chanted Om. The greatest civilization was Atlantis, wasn't Caesar's Rome. They flew in ships, masters of the ancient wisdom. Slept in orbs with brains 3 times the size of normal folk to help absorb ascended masters dharmic. The yogis conquered matter plane. Egyptian god Amenhotep preceded Akhenaten's reign. of Saint Germain. Planetary Buddhas, well as cosmic Christ. Theosophist Blavatsky, floating city shining blinding lights. Akashic mother teachings increasingly growing.
One thing I'm gonna call out, like, I've already talked about the knowledge part, right? I mean, the dude got bars. We can already hear that. But his flow? Yo!
Preceded Akhenaten's reign. of Saint Germain. Planetary Buddhas, well as cosmic Christ. Theosophist Blavatsky, floating city shining blinding lights. Akashic mother teachings increasingly growing. Syncretistic Cappadocian Father Pseudo Dionysus mystics. Henry Corbin, pupils of the school of all illumination. Archetypal Gnosticism, human souls for elevation. Lady Nada Afra, the coming of Sanat Kumara, mortal master of the Himalayas. Praise Babaji's father. Transmutation, epistemological justification. Rational empirical approaches. Ain't no trepidation, transcendental deities, the attributes of elementals. Goodness is divinity, and justice served as good for mental. Swam Poseidon, intercessions, blessed figures.
Back it up.
Empirical approaches, ain't no trepidation, transcendental deities, the attributes of elementals. Goodness is divinity, and justice served as good for mental. Swam
Goodness is divinity.
the attributes of elementals. Goodness is divinity, and justice served as good for mental. Swam Poseidon, intercessions, blessed figures captured gliding. Green skin, god of the dead. Osiris symbol rising, wild coyote, Santa Muerte, desert bound. They smoke peyote, go against the Yamabunta. Lord of hell, it takes huevotes. Right through Hades, small coins for passage, place them in the mouth. Prayers for the dead inscribed on catacombs. They buried Hades, desert gliding. And justice served as good for mental. Swam Poseidon.
He's just going and going. Like, I don't think I've heard him take a breath.
Rational empirical approaches, ain't no trepidation, transcendental deities, the attributes of elementals. Goodness is divinity, and justice served as good for mental. Swam Poseidon, intercessions, blessed figures captured gliding. Green skin, god of the dead. Osiris symbol rising, wild coyote, Santa Muerte, desert bound. They smoke peyote, go against the Yamabunta. Lord of hell, it takes huevotes. Right through Hades, small coins for passage, place them in the mouth. Prayers for the dead inscribed on catacombs. They buried south divine scriptures, simply immature to help paint vivid pictures. Neo-pagan supernatural beings classified celestial. Proto-Indo-Euro tribe, golden apple source for scribes. Hypercosmic powers of the gods, they took on earthly wives. They gathered clouds, a symbol of a polar oak is always Zeus. Growing off each other's called buttons, how they reproduce. Had human heads, the body was a lion, tiger, of a bear. Made to eat the corpses of the enemies, incisors tear. Incas were social, real powered battleships were sailing coastal. Alternating dark and golden ages at the cycle.
Yo, when I'm like looking a certain way and y'all see me just like with one expression for a period of time, I'm just like, lack of a better term, I'm just so like concentrating on what he's talking about that
growing up the gods, they took on
that I honestly miss that I'm like doing a reaction right now.
Earthly wives, they gathered clouds, a symbol of a polar oak is always Zeus. Growing off each other's called buttons, how they reproduce. Had human heads, the body was a lion, tiger, of a bear. Made to eat the corpses of the enemies, incisors tear. Incas were social, real powered battleships were sailing coastal. Alternating dark and golden ages at the cycles. No show blazing comet, white horse, procession seated avatar. Demigods, magi's, as biblical as Balthazar. Ganesha breaking off a tusk, stashing food upon the moon. Banished to the outer atmosphere. To damn the waxing moon is solid liquids, also gas. Ether seen by mystic seers, permeating fluid crystal structures stood a million years. It's metaphysics, prana is the life-sustaining vital force. Indiscriminately subatomic particles change course. Aggressive humans dropping from their feet to worship Abraham. Melchizedek the secret.
Okay, I'm gonna call out one more thing. Is there's nowhere in hell anybody out there that could break this shit down in one sitting. I mean, like, that's the one thing about underground hip hop. I've called it out before, is replayability. Is like the first listen, you catch a few things. The second listen, you catch a few more things. You do your research. You try to, you start to understand what he's talking about. You learn it more and more. And then it hits you even further than it did before. And that's what I appreciate, yo.
Years its metaphysics,
Big.
prana is the life-sustaining vital force. Indiscriminately subatomic particles change course. Aggressive humans dropping from their feet to worship Abraham. Melchizedek, the secret of the god with callous labor hands. Condition any counterparts could lead them to insanity. Krishna was the godhead, supreme personality. Love is unconditional.
Krishna was the Godhead Supreme Personality.
Melchizedek, the secret of the
Back
god
it
with
up,
callous labor
man.
hands. Condition any counterparts could lead them to insanity. Krishna was the godhead, supreme personality. Love is unconditional, Lord Metatron traditional. The great divine director, life stream was inadmissible. Characteristic languages, inflectional, advanced linguistics. Human races weren't prepared, they running scared ballistic. Helped to set up modern lotto.
He said human races weren't prepared. They were
Advanced
scared.
linguistics, human races weren't prepared. They running scared ballistic, helped to set up modern lotto. Gunpowder, rocket bottles, hyperboreal creatures having orgies. Wait for Hefner's grotto. Radioactive dating data, tropical, the tribes are scattered. Evolution cosmologically is really all that matters.
Continent appeared on Earth approximately 370,000 years ago.
The life stream was inadmissible. Characteristic languages, inflectional, advanced linguistics. Human races weren't prepared. They running scared ballistic. Helped to set up modern lotto. Gunpowder, rocket bottles, hyperboreal creatures having orgies. Wait for Hefner's grotto. Radioactive dating data, tropical, the tribes are scattered. Evolution cosmologically is really all that matters.
Continent appeared on Earth approximately 370,000 years ago. It was
We just ran through a textbook. And when I say textbook, the stuff that he's talking about, y'all, is not taught in schools. I'm going to call it out right now. Even in that album cover, which, I mean, this dude always has crazy ass album covers, which I know has crazy meaning behind it. I see the pyramids, I see sheep walking. You know, I see it says on the top, the Templars of Hip Hop, which I believe it's a group, is what he's part of, is what I think Karis 1 2 is part of that, if I'm not mistaken, right? I could be wrong. But anyways, I just want to say, yo, I'm
about
gonna go
twice
back
the
to this.
size of Australia and located where Indonesia now stands. 20,000 years
Not only is he not dropping knowledge, he's gotten other people dropping knowledge on
size
the
of
track with
Australia
him.
and located where Indonesia now stands. 20,000 years ago, the first signs of civilization appeared, and 3,000 years after that, the civilization is able to reach its peak.
The Mu Empire has entered the age of advanced solar technology.
I don't think there's an artist out there like him besides him. Like, with the amount of crazy ass knowledge, yo, like this is impressive, y'all. I mean, I'm always impressed by his pen. Let me just call it out. Anyways, let me know what y'all think of this in the comments below. The song, the reaction. Hope y'all enjoyed it, man. If you're new, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And as always, you already know I dropped the original link, the link that I'm reacting to, in the description below. So run up the streams, you know, download the song, or add the song rather, to your favorite streaming site, because I think it's out on all streaming platforms. So with that, let me know what y'all think of this as well. It's late. I'm tired. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna check y'all out next time. Y'all take it easy. Stay safe. I appreciate y'all. Peace.